Good evening and welcome to Cafe Gratitude, Monday Night Live at Cafe Gratitude. Entirely unprompted. So my name is Shea, hi, and I am the organizer and the host of this event, and I'm excited to be introducing Stephen Campbell to you in a few moments. I'll tell you a little bit more about him in just a second. I just want to tell you I am so appreciative of all of you for coming out tonight, and many of you, I've seen your faces here before. It means a lot to my partner Stephen and I. We work really hard on these events, really hard. We've been doing weekly events since January 12th, and we've had huge crowds and we've had really small crowds, and all the presentations, despite the size of the crowds, regardless of the size of the audience, has been amazing. So I think it's better for the speaker and definitely for me, or maybe just my ego, when it's a large audience, but I appreciate that you came. And always remember, if you can't make it, and if you're watching now, you already know this, but we do video every single event. So if you can't make it to an event, you have access to the videos if you sign up for our newsletter and get onto the past speaker archive. That newsletter sign-up sheet is right here, and I recognize most of your faces, but just in case you haven't signed up on this yet, I'm going to place it right here. Please do sign up, and we don't spam you, we don't harass you, we just send you a weekly email with updates on the next speaker, a 5-minute audio interview with that speaker so you can tell if you want to come out, and also the link for the URL for the past week's presentation, as well as the entire past speaker archive. So lots of amazing presentations have taken place this year so far. Please watch them if you haven't yet. Again, before I introduce Stephen, let me tell you who's coming up in the next month. Next week, we have Melissa Mango. She's an amazing raw chef, and I am really excited about her topic, how to eat gourmet style without the heavy fats and complicated ingredients. We were just talking about that, huh, Coco? It's so important. So many raw foodists get so bogged down by the fats and oils and the heavy foods and the bad digestion and the poor food combining. And at first, we can get away with it because we're newly raw, or experimenting with raw, and no matter what we're eating, it's so much better than what we were eating. We feel great, but pretty soon our body starts nudging us towards cleaner diet. The week after that, pretty interesting follow-up. The week after that, I've got Jennifer Kornbleet, and her topic is raw for dessert. So here comes back all the nuts, I'm guessing, nuts and dates, but anyways, it'll be great. It's her second book. A moment to talk about October. I keep saying I'm excited. I'm excited every week by this event, so I am. It's sincere and honest. I'm really excited about October. We've got 4 panels. We've got 2 raw chef panels with the same topic, how the top raw chefs really eat. Because they're not eating what they're teaching us, is my guess. And just so where do I have it? On the top raw chef panels, I've got Sherry Soria, Catherine Ackland, Shayna Dean, Cecilia Ben-Humea, Andrea Prim, Matt Samuelson, Brenda Hinton, Chaya Rivka, Melissa Mango, Jerry Hasty, and Elena Love. I mean, that's an amazing 2 days. Yeah, isn't that incredible? That's going to be the 5th and the 26th. I'm taking the transcriptions from those panels and turning them into an ebook, and each chef is also donating 5 recipes each, so for that ebook. All the panels are going to be turned into ebooks. On Monday, October 12th, I have a raw doctors panel. They're going to be talking about what raw food diet means for your health, the top raw benefits and the top health benefits and challenges. That will also be an ebook along with added material by each of the participants. And October 19th, we have a raw athletes panel. So we've got cyclists, ultra marathoners, runners, triathletes, lacrosse, yoga. They're all endurance athletes, and they're all raw. There's a woman, she's gorgeous, 52, built like you wouldn't believe. She's going to be coming up for that. I'm very excited. And they're also going to be an ebook. And to encourage audiences for the panels, I've decided if you come to all 4 panels, I will give you a copy of each of the ebooks for free. So, and there will be a way to take accountability on that. So that's the next month and a half worth of speakers. So I want to say also, in the audience tonight, there's a woman I just had an opportunity to meet today. Her name is Dr. Ariel Policano, and she is she's got stuff going on in Oregon and also in Arizona, but right now, for the last month and for the next month or so, she's been traveling, interviewing raw women, doing a video blog, and she's going to be turning it into a documentary and probably a book, I'm guessing, hopefully. So WomenGoRaw.com. And I think I've also, WomenGoRaw.com for all information on that. And I think I've got her talked into showing up for the Raw Doctors panel because she's a naturopath as well. Woohoo! Yeah, thank you. So tonight, Stephen Campbell. I heard about Stephen when he hosted or spoke at a Raw potluck earlier this year in Sonoma. I was unable to attend, but I asked the host of that potluck to please tell me how she thought it went, and she said it was incredible, just incredible. So I jumped on it. He's written a book called Making Your Mind Magnificent, Flourishing at Any Age, right there. I think he's got a few copies with him. If you like his talk, buy a copy. So here's his bio. Stephen Campbell is an author, speaker, and mentor to individuals and organizations worldwide. He provides straightforward and easy to understand principles you can apply immediately to improve the quality of your thoughts and thus your life. Although he teaches evening graduate courses in information systems at the University of San Francisco, his real passion for the last 20 years has been how our brains learn and grow and change. He's now teaching this information all around the Bay region, from San Ramon to Cloverdale, from Jenner Lake on the coast to Red Bluff north of Sacramento. He knows he's a good teacher, but he feels the real reason that people attend his class is because of what they learn about themselves. The title of his talk is the same as the title of his recently released book, Making Your Mind Magnificent, Flourishing at Any Age. And he's promised me that I will leave here tonight with at least 2 ways of thinking differently, which I desperately need. So let's encourage him to come on up here. Thank you, Stephen.
We are going to have such an amazing time tonight. Right now, while I've been introducing myself to you and talking to you, you've been talking to yourself about 3 times faster. And when you get by yourself back in your room tonight, you'll be talking to yourself 6 times faster. And what we've learned is the fact that what you've been saying, the brain accepts without question. So when you say, you know what, I just can't see myself doing this, I just can't do it, the brain says, oh, okay, well, then you can't. I'll make sure you can't. In fact, I'll block out ways for you to do it. If, however, you say, well, you know what, I can visualize myself doing that. In fact, I know I can do that, and it's there, I know I can do it. The brain just says, what do you think? Okay, absolutely. And I'll help you do it. But here's the kicker. The kicker is that the brain does not like to change. The brain wants to keep you right where you're at. The brain wants to keep you in your comfort zone because that's where it's safe. And its job is to keep you safe. So what we're going to learn tonight is how to make your mind your mentor, which is simply someone who sees more in you than you see in yourself. Now, before I start, a couple of administrative stuff here. A lot of people afterwards say, oh my gosh, I want the PowerPoint for this because I want to think about this. And so what you can do is write your name in here. If you have an email, give me your email and I'll send it to you. If you don't have email or PowerPoint, give me your address and I'll mail it to you, okay? Also, all of this stuff is in a book. This is sort of the tip of the iceberg. This is the first part of 10 workshops that I give all over Northern California, but it's all in the book, so if you want to buy the book, then I'm not here to sell the book. I'm here to sell what I want to share with you. So there we go. Okay. First of all, let's start with this. We're going to learn, first of all, physiologically how we learn. We need to start with that. Because if we don't understand what our brain does when we learn, we won't be able to understand the rest, okay? So this is a representation of Sarah's brain. Sarah is our 32-year-old daughter. And we're going to zip back 30 years ago when she was 3, and she was raised in Rohnert Park, okay? And let's imagine that Mary and I sit down 30 years ago and we say, you know, we need to teach Sarah about the city, because the closest thing to Rohnert Park in the city is the Rayleigh Shopping Center, which is not much of a city. So Mary says, good idea, so let's teach her about the city.